And the theme for this year's World No Tobacco Day is Ban Tobacco Advertising, Promotion and Sponsorship. And joining me in the studios to talk about this is Issa Ali. He is the Executive Director for Vision for Alternative Development. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Now, World No Tobacco Day, the WHO's message to governments the world over is free yourself. Ghana in 2012 reenacted the WHO's comprehensive tobacco control law. Have we been able to free ourselves of what the law, the menace seeks?
Thank you very much. I think, first of all, let me state that the law that we have in Ghana, that is the Public Health Act 851, derives, especially the Part 6 of it, has tobacco control measures. It derives its power or aspiration from the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, which was ratified by Ghana in 2003. So as such, Ghana is a signatory. And if you go through the Article 5 of the International Convention, if you sign or if you ratify the convention, you are supposed to domesticate the provisions. So I would say that even the negotiation took us not less than 4 years to come out with the International Convention. So likewise, domestically, we believe that, yes, we have a good law, which might definitely take us some time. Because it's not that today there is a law, within a month or two, then you see that it is taking effect. The law talks about so many aspects. In addition to the theme this year, that is the banning tobacco advertising, promotion and sponsorship, it has clearly been outlawed in Ghana's Public Health Act. You cannot advertise anywhere, you cannot promote. Within any condition. Even we've gone to the situation whereby even you can't smoke in public place. You cannot. Though if you go within the communities, you see people smoking. But the issue is, we got the law, just the tail of it. It was gazetted on the 16th of October. So we are now building the capacity of stakeholders as civil society. We are already running our program. We are not waiting for the law to come into effect. That is why we've established the community health support team to go around the communities, to educate the communities. It has to do a lot. It's not only education. Prosecution, regulating the content. There are so many aspects that we need to work around to get the law going. But the most important aspect is that we have a law, which as a citizen, you have the right to move, but people still don't know, are not aware that we have a law in Ghana.
But 10 months after that, the LI is yet to be passed. Like Dr. Eliasori said, that shouldn't be an excuse at all. What are the challenges? Good.
As a civil society, we will be happy to see that the law takes effect. But for the fact that we are also part of the national stakeholders working to ensure that it's implemented, I will state this. The law by itself, which I was convinced, even by parliamentarians, that is 80% implementable. Yes, we can implement this as soon as possible. But 20%, we still need some critical things within the LI to operationalize some provisions, not the entire provision.
What are these critical things?
Some of the critical things have to do with the health warnings. As at now, in the law, it gives us the opportunity to at least put down health warnings. But the LI must come with the regulations to say that, yes, we need the size of a picture like this. Because, you know, we are in a country where majority, let me put it that way, who cannot read and write. Even though we now have 50% health warnings, smoking is cancerous, it causes, how many people can read and understand? So we want the LI to specifically introduce pictorial health warning so that those with low level of education can appreciate. You know, if you see two lungs, a smoker's lung and non-smoker's lung, you can easily identify that this is a smoker's lung. So these are we want the pictures to come in. And secondly, even though the law has not banned smoking totally, we also want to make sure that even if you want to smoke alone, because you cannot smoke where people are, even if you want to smoke alone, at least the LI should come with some specific measures. But in the long run, I will say that it is up to the stakeholders. And I'm not, as civil society, we are doing our part. But it is up to the regulator to move to also work with the stakeholders. Unfortunately, we have some institutions, I don't know how they operate, you understand me? And we know in Ghana, we need to collaborate. Government alone cannot implement the laws.
No.
So they need to collaborate with NGOs. That is what we are calling their attention on.
In your opinion, agencies mandated to enforce the law, should they be resourced? In which way should they be resourced to implement this law?
As we speak now, the law mandates the Food and Drugs Authority to regulate. But as I speak to you now, I'm yet to attend a meeting to discuss the implementation aspect of the law. That is the challenge, you know, which we are saying it is not only education. FDA alone cannot educate the entire nation, cannot regulate the entire bill alone. This is the message we are calling their attention. They can't. They need to work with stakeholders. They need to work with those who have been involved in the discussion to date. Because there are so many stakeholders in there. We believe that if FDA is actually ready, they can come along with the stakeholders and see what we can do. Because it's not only money. You understand me? You can implement the first section, banning smoking in public places. If a citizen is aware that it is illegal for somebody to smoke in front of you, how can the citizen can implement that provision without how much money do you need to do that? We are doing our part, but it's up to the regulator to fast-track the process to ensure that Ghanaians benefit from this law.
And then congratulations to your organization. You won the WHO's award for World No Tobacco Day. How do you feel? You've been championing this cause for a long time. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I think what I would say is that it's very rewarding and motivating to see your work being recognized at the international level. So it gives us the edge to do more. Because I remember the statement issued or made by our noble parliament. They insisted that as much as we are putting pressure on them to get the tobacco control measures passed, we should as much as possible use the same pressure or more to implement the provisions on it. So we are very happy that at least the work we are doing in Ghana has been recognized. You know, we can't make it alone. We can't achieve this alone. So we share it with our president, the late president. He was very instrumental. The draft was presented to his cabinet. He swiftly worked on it. We can't go without talking about Honorable Ilichre, Honorable Dr. Mustafa Ahmed, Honorable Muntaka, Honorable Michael Kwe, you know, the entire parliament, even Dr. Sorry was very instrumental. You know, there are so many whole lot of government officials and civil societies that contributed to the award. So we believe that working as a team is going to move our country forward to ensure we benefit from it.
Thank you very much and good luck in your endeavors. We have been speaking to Issa Ali. He is the Executive Director for Vision for Alternative Development.